And here we are, friends, back for another video and a new month. So I took April off to work on my Camp Nano project, and I'll talk more about that probably a little closer to time for that book to be released. Let's just say I still have a lot of work to do on it, but at least I got a fairly decent chunk of the rewrites done, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I will actually finish that project, finish that book by the end of this month. So we'll be back on track to have it released. I'm hoping by the middle of June, but again, we'll see how that turns out. But okay, here we are. It is May, and that means I am bringing back my Leading Lady Challenge. For those of you who might not know what that is, it's where I take one of the characters from one of the books that I've written, and I pick certain characteristics and traits to then implement and use or try on, I guess, in my own life for 30 days. So in May, we're up to book number 4, and that book is Breaking Point. The character I'm choosing to portray is the lead character, Caitlin Birch. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, you just have to read it, but it is safe to say that Caitlin goes through some things. And in going through those things, she hits, of course, her breaking point. I think that's a fitting one to do for this month because, in case you hadn't noticed, April marks the 1-year mark of me quitting my job and going full-time with my writing and my coaching business. Needless to say, things got a little dicey here these last couple of months. I have the stats for you here. So over the last 12 months, over the last year that I have been independent and working for myself, I have received a total of $2,029.78 in business revenue. Yeah. I have sold a total of 14 books. I have completed 2 client contracts. And right now, I have about 22 subscribers to my YouTube channel and 38 people on my business contact list, 22 of which I think is really interesting, 22 of which are members of my email list or are members of the No Waterpress Guild, as I call it. Needless to say, that's not quite where I had hoped my revenue and community numbers would be. And so toward the end of April, I was a little down about having made the decision to go full time. I legit thought that by now I would be making enough, not millions, but I would be making enough between book sales and speaking engagements and clients, coaching clients. I would be making enough to have sustained me for a year, right? That was not the case. Now, I have been fortunate. I do have an angel investor who has been helping me out, but I'm to the point where I want to start producing a return on their investment. And that would mean that I am no longer in need of their dollars, right? But alas, here we are. And I can honestly say I was yay close to giving up and running back to the corporate world. Problem with that is back in October when I first panicked, I applied for a couple of jobs, got to second interviews with both of them and was then ghosted. So I have no idea what happened, how I fared during, well, obviously I didn't fare that well during the interviews, but I thought I had done a decent enough job. But here we are, right? I still to this day have no idea what they thought and why they didn't hire me. But life goes on, right? But that was back in October. And so fast forward to April, and I'm really feeling the heat, and I'm starting to get desperate. And I think what happens is people can tell you're desperate for money, and you end up pushing them away. So potential clients, potential customers could feel how nervous I was. They could hear the self-doubt in my voice. They could see that I was basically willing to not necessarily do just about anything, but I was willing to compromise my value, my belief in order to gain business. So taking on Caitlin's resourcefulness, her resilience, and her drive to push forward, I think taking on those characteristics, particularly at this time in my journey, is key. It's going to be key to sustaining me and to helping me move forward. So, glad to be trying her on, so to speak, for the month of May. Of course, there's going to be more coming, and so hopefully you will stick around to see how all this turns out. I'm also going to be kicking off, that's a better way to put it. I'm going to be kicking off my birthday celebration this month. Now, my birthday's not until June, but I'm going to be kicking off the celebration this month in hopes of reaching some milestones and achieving some goals in time for my birthday next month. So there'll be a video about that coming up as well. All that to say, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and hop on over to the website. Links and such will be in the description box below. But hop on over to the website and join the guild. Click the link below, hop on over to the website, join the guild. There you go. And with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I really do appreciate those of you who watch the video, who have subscribed, and who keep coming back for more. It really helps keep me motivated to keep pushing toward my goals. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.